Good afternoon, Jace, and happy Friday. I'm Grace Halter, here to lead today's show. After today, there is only one more Friday left until summer. I've been counting down the days since March, and I can't believe summer is finally almost here. As I've mentioned, today is Friday, so that means it's Fun Fact Friday, and it's coming your way right now. Did you know it's physically impossible for a pig to look up into the sky? Pigs don't bend enough to be able to find the sky. They only bend enough to be able to find food, obviously. Now let's move on to see what we have planned for you all today. Starting with Allie Collier with a wormy top story that will give you goosebumps. Charlie with a sports report and an update on the district finals that were played last night, and as always, some announcements. So sit back, relax, and enjoy our show because this is KLHS. As I've mentioned earlier, Allie has prepared a wormy and squirmy top story for us that may or may not give you shivers down your spine. Take the mic, Allie.
Remember during 2021 when all the buzz about killer wasps was going on, and just to add on to the stress of the pandemic, we now had to worry about wasps killing us during our 10th walk of the day? Well, now imagine that, but in worm formation. That's right, an invasive species of worms that can jump 1 foot in the air are taking over the country and have spread to 34 states, including Missouri and Kansas. Now, you might be sitting here thinking to yourself, how is a worm jumping 1 foot in the air? But that should be the least of your worries. These worms eat a lot, for they are never satiated, which means if all the worms are just eating and eating, then the soil will become like a coffee ground texture, making the soil unable to retain moisture and unable to resource nutrients to other plants to grow. To make matters worse, jumping worms grow twice as fast and reproduce more quickly than other earthworms. And the worm's tiny eggs can even survive a Midwest winter. So how do you stop this invasive species from invading? Experts are still unaware on how to do that, but they did say one way you can help is not buying jumping worms as a fishing bait, gardening compost, or gardening. And only purchase compost and mulch from manufacturers that have heat treated the material to an appropriate temperature. That's all the top story I got for you today. For KLHS, my name is Allie Collier. Stay away from those worms, Jays.
Allie, not quite sure how I feel about these jumping worms. It makes me want to jump on out of here. Now let's move on to some announcements. If you're planning on taking the ACT test in June or July, late registration is available for the June test. Check out all the deadlines on the ACT website. Be sure to do that as soon as possible so you don't miss the deadline. Juniors, if you're considering applying to the Early Decision or Early Action programs, go to the LHS website for details to make the right choice for you. Or you can check your email as well. The Liberty Robotics Foundation and Team 1764 Liberty Robotics are thrilled to offer a summer robotics camp. This camp will use problem-solving skills, creativity, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and students will construct, program, and compete with a VEX robot. Registration is limited to the first 40 students. This camp is for incoming 6th through 10th grade students, and the camp will be held June 13th through the 17th from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at Liberty High School. If you have any questions or concerns, you may email contact@libertyrobotics.org. The school year is coming to an end, and the last day of school is next Friday, May 27th. On that day, there will be a 3-hour early release for all schools. I hope this summer you all have the opportunity to relax and refresh over these next summer months. On the last day of school, there will be games, celebrations, activities, and treats. Your teacher will need to stay with your class during these opportunities. They will be available in your 3rd, 4th, and 5th hours. Thank you, leadership, for making this possible. Our high school had a wonderful commencement ceremony for the graduating class of 2022 on Sunday, May 15th. This year's graduation took place at the Cable Dahmer Arena in Independence. This ceremony was streamed on our KLHS YouTube channel and is now available to view in replay format. Let's congratulate our class of 2022 graduates one more time and wish them nothing but the best in whatever the future holds for them. That is all the announcements I have for you today. Now let's head into a quick commercial break.
can't find anything you love in your closet? Maybe your style's changing. Maybe you want to try a new trend, but you still just don't feel it. And then you go on Pinterest for inspiration and can't find anything you love? Leave that all behind and head over to Clothes Mentor Liberty. They are a second-hand consignment shop with so much to offer. Different styles, sizes, and products, they have everything you need, with clothing, shoes, accessories, and some designer items at an affordable price. Clothes Mentor is the place to be.
Good morning, Jays, and happy Friday. This week was district week for a lot of the sports here at the high school, starting with the Jays golf. They wrapped up their 2022 state tournament with Will Griffith finishing 11th place in the entire state of Missouri and getting all state honors. This ends the great golf season that the Jays had this year. Yesterday was a very busy day for the Jays, so let's talk about it. First off, the Lady Jays soccer team, after a season in which they finished 9-9, they would reach the district championship hoping to stay hot after a 7-0 win over Oak Park and a 2-1 win over Park Hill South. Problem for the Jays, they would face the number 1 ranked team in the state, Liberty North. The Jays did just about all they could in this one, but it just wasn't enough to keep their season alive as they fell 4-0. The Lady Jays finished the season 11-10, which is definitely not something the Jays should hang their head on. Congrats on a great season, Jays. Now let's move over to baseball and see how their district championship game went. The baseball team also took on the Eagles, and in this game, it was a straight pitching duel throughout most of the game, as Aaron Lewis for the Eagles would throw 5 innings, giving up 3 runs, and Liberty's Carson Milbrandt would throw 6 innings, giving up 2. Although he did tally 12 strikeouts, the Jays scratched across 3 runs early on in this game thanks to an RBI bunt single from Dane Moberly and a double from Aiden Holst and a single from Carson Milbrandt. This means the Jays would take a 3-2 lead going into the bottom of the 7th, and they needed just 3 outs to secure district champs. But unfortunately for the Jays, with the bases loaded and 1 out, Norris Tate McGuire would hit a bloop single over the first baseman's head, scoring 2 runs, ending the game. Overall, a very sad ending to a great season for Liberty. The Jays finished the season going 29-10 and held some of the best pitching stats in Liberty history, thanks to guys like Brock Toney, Reed Plum, Ben Sundell, Carson Milbrandt, Dylan Gormott, Simon Lindy, and Kai Bennett. With all the sports behind us, I just want to say a quick thank you to all the seniors who played their last games of their high school career this week. All of you guys will, of course, be remembered for your amazing performances on the field. Well, Jays, that's all the sports I have for you guys today. This has been Charlie Marshall signing off from KLHS.
Thank you, Charlie. It truly is heartbreaking that baseball and soccer both fell short at districts. Both had such great battles and a great season. You've made LHS proud. Now please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. What an amazing show, and it couldn't have been done without my directors, Lauren and Meg, my producer, Olivia, and the rest of the behind-the-scenes crew. Last but not least, Allie and Charlie as well. I hope everyone has a great rest of their day because it's Friday. That's all I have for you today, Jays. I'm Grace Halter, signing off of KLHS.